Welcome to Divine Femme TV. My name is Sarah Rose, and this is another channeled message for the Divine Feminine Collective. There's some things bubbling up that want to be shared, and I am going to channel them through. I can't say that they're all going to line up with each other. We're just going to see how it goes. So, what's coming up first is it's time to choose yourself. It's time to choose you in all areas of your life. Many of you have been shown, especially the last few months, where you have not been choosing yourself and where you have been holding yourself stuck or stagnant by putting yourself last, by compromising your values, by settling unnecessarily. You've been creating your own trap. You always have a choice, and the message that's coming through for some right now is that you've been choosing to hide from your gift. You've been choosing to hide from your calling. You've been choosing to do something else with your time. And maybe this has been serving you to some degree in the past, but it's been made very clear to you by the way you feel about it that it is no longer in accordance with where you're going or what's aligned for you moving forward. And you've likely been holding yourself in like a holding pattern, waiting for it to get better, but it's not, because it's no longer resonating with you, because you've jumped timelines and you're moving into a whole lighter frequency. And so you have to be willing to choose yourself from a place of sovereignty and from a place of worthiness, from a place of elevated standards, from a place of elevated frequency, from you just moving in the direction of what resonates with you. And things that no longer resonate are going to be made very crystal clear, and it's going to be excruciatingly more difficult to be in any kind of holding pattern or giving your power away or settling for less, compromising your values, self-sacrificing, over-giving at your own expense. Any place that you've been doing that is fizzling out. You're not going to be able to stay in this energy. You used to be able to go there and hide. You used to be able to play small and hide and run from your purpose and run from your calling, or avoid it, or procrastinate on it, or do something else that would be sustaining you but not fulfilling you, not lighting you up, but you've been settling. All of those places in your life, whether it be a relationship, personally, professionally, romantically, whatever, however this resonates for you, all of the places and spaces that you have been settling, compromising, are going to be brought to the surface. They already have. The divine is giving you the option to choose the life that you want to co-create, and do it from a place of true innate worthiness and sovereignty. Do it from a place of aligning with your values and what resonates with you, what is calling you, what is lighting you up, what is inspiring you. You've already been getting signposts and little spiritual breadcrumbs around a path that is more aligned for you, and the divine is saying it's time. You're no longer able to run from your light. You're no longer able to run from your gift. You're no longer able to numb out or procrastinate or play small in any way. You will be divinely compensated when you choose you, when you choose what is in alignment with your soul core values, which means you have to get really honest with yourself. You have to start operating from healthy discernment and elevating your standards. Your elevated standards and your frequency naturally create healthy boundaries, and the things that are not resonating for you right now will begin to fall out of your experience. And until you start to take these steps, you're going to feel stuck, stagnant, or blocked. But the truth is, as you start to take these steps, you begin to have opportunities pop in that weren't there before. Doors begin to open where there were only walls. And I know that sounds cliche, but this is not something you're going to be able to figure out. You're going to look at your external reality and think, oh, how is this ever going to work? I want to do this. I want to do that. Like this, you're being called to make music. You're being called to paint. You're being called as a leader. You're being called to speak. You're being called to share your message. Like whatever it is for you. And you're looking at your external reality and going, this doesn't make sense. How am I ever going to survive? How am I ever going to pay my bills? What is the next step? Like, you are given the next step right now and only the next step. And your sole focus is just to take the next step, to take that step. That's it. Take that step, however small or however big it is. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to know where you're going. You don't know how it's going to work out. You just have to trust, and you just have to know that you are being divinely guided. There's a resonance there. Your only job is to operate from healthy discernment and begin to take action towards your calling. Follow the resonance, follow the inspiration, follow the fun, follow the joy. Release how it's going to unfold and what it's going to look like. Right now, the energy at the time of this recording, as we move into December of 2024, the energy is ripe for those that are ready to step into their purpose, into their calling, into divine service in some way. And divine service is however the divine wants to channel through you. You are being supported in this time, but you're being asked to have faith, and you're being asked to trust, and you're being asked to surrender egoic control. You've been on this path long enough. If you're resonating with this, your entire life is lined with synchronicities. You are not alone on this journey, and there is so much more beyond what the eyes can see. I don't have to tell you this. You already know this, but I'm here as your reminder that you live in a sea of magic and mystery. The infinite intelligence that permeates all things, that is you. That is your true identity. You are the divine love, the divine inspiration. You are one with the calling. You are one with what it is you are being called to create. And the desire on your heart wouldn't even be there if there were not people in the world that were ready for it. The world is ready for your light. The world is ready for your gift. The world is ready for your medicine, or you wouldn't even have the desire. Your desire is a call and response to the collective that is calling in what you're here to offer. But you're not going to be able to move into that until you start to take the steps with trust and faith towards what resonates with you and what's calling you. As we approach 2025, the frequency has shifted. You have jumped timelines. Things are happening very fast right now for those that are answering the call. So as you operate from your heart center and you follow the spiritual nudges and you follow the guidance, you will not be led astray. The one thing that I can share with you is that faith can do so much more on this journey than logic ever could. I'm getting full body chills right now. I could probably start a whole podcast with the topic of faith and how powerful it is and how important it is to have trust and faith in what it is you're called to do and take the step. Take whatever step is being guided. Move when you are moved. Move towards what you resonate with. Follow the inspiration. Follow the spiritual breadcrumb. You're not here for mediocrity. You're here as I say, to be a walking, talking, living, breathing example of what is possible when you choose love over fear. So, this is the message that's coming through. I hope you got value from this. If you did, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me what you're being called to create. What is that calling on your heart? Where are you feeling moved? What are you feeling you need to move towards? I would love to hear from you. And if you're new here, hit subscribe. And at the time of this recording, special announcement, I am going to be hosting a new Earth Ascension and Leadership series on Saturday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you can go ahead and find that on the channel here and hit notify so that you will be reminded when I go live. If you want support on your journey, then go ahead and check out the links below this video. And until next time, I hope this finds you well. Namaste.